How to split objects that were merged. Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to answer a question about how to split merge objects. So first of all, let me show you the options SelfCAD has. So I have here three separate objects, as you can see, and I also colored them differently because I want to have a different material. So the first thing, I'm going to use a union operation. So first of all, before I do anything, I want you to look into it. If I look at it this way in a wireframe mode, you can see they're complete spheres and they each intersect with other. So they are basically, normal spheres intersect. So the first thing, I'm gonna press Control U, which is a union. That's the same stitch and scoop union. And if you look at it now, that's completely split off. As you can see, it's cut. There's no intersections. It's hard to see because I have a, if I go this mode, you see it clearer. Okay, so if I go this mode, you see there's no intersections and everything is completely cut. Now, if I will go to, and now it looks choppy in this mode. So yeah, so I have to look like this. Okay, so now if I would go I just click undo and do this. Now if I'll go group, let's say Control G for group. In this case, I can simply go and ungroup, which I don't even remember. The ungroup is Control Shift plus G. Is I can just ungroup it and that's it. The problem here is that this is relatively simple. The problem is, if I understand the question, was if it's merged together. So if I do Control plus M, which is merge, and in this case they are merged together, but they are not cut, and I don't have the option to ungroup. Now, obviously, I can click undo, but the question is when undo is no longer working. Let's say you reloaded the application and it's no longer, it's lost the undo steps. So in this case, if you see over here, we are completely intersecting, and even better to see it in this mode, the graphic mode, you see completely intersecting, and there's no way to split them off. So how do I do that? So let's go. By the way, I can click the space bar to change mode. Um, please don't used to work with space bar. I guess it doesn't anymore. Okay, so click from here. So what did I do now? So the first thing is, if I have, like I did, different materials, I can go to material selection. In material selection, it allows me to select any material. So because these are different materials, I can simply go select it. I can even move it because the faces are not connected. So I can just move it away. But ultimately, I'll have to split it, and I don't have to move it. I can just, even without moving, I can just go click split. There's an option over here in the utilities, which is split. So I split off this material. Now I go back to this group and I select the next material. Oops, I turned it off instead of on. What did I do? And I select this material and click and utilities split. So I have it back, everything split off, and that's it. The image over here didn't update yet. I guess I have to do any change to make it updated and update. But nonetheless, this is okay. So somehow, oh, this is not. I selected both. Um, somehow this image somehow didn't render. That's interesting. Didn't update yet. Um, this is still split. I probably have to do some action that's going to make update the image. Image updates. Okay, now it does. It updated. These images that don't update every millisecond. It will just be too just time. I mean, energy consuming, whatever. It's not needed, so it updates when it feels it needs, and somehow the split didn't register something it needs to update. That happens. Okay, but that's basically the idea. Now, this is a simple idea because I had different materials. So what if you don't have a different material and you have it like this, merged together, all together merged, and no different materials? Actually have to show it, I guess, making them not different materials, just recoloring them, I guess. So I can all use the same color, let's say. Let's say this color. Oops. I can, okay, so this, and let's say switch materials. Let's say this one, do the same color, making sure all have the same color. Okay, now let's take this one and do it like this. Okay, so now I have all three have the same color. I'm going to merge them together. So now obviously if I go material selection, you can see I have just one material. It's listed over here, it tells me one material. So there's nothing I can do. How can I undo this? So I don't know if I have a 100% answer, but I would try is I would go to, first of all, what I would do is I would go to polygon selection. And in polygon selection, I would go and change the either deep selection or high tolerance. So let's say deep selection with the high tolerance. I would try the first. So this will select like rings. So you see like entire rings. That's going to be a little bit too difficult. I'll go without deep selection and try like this. So this actually is relatively okay. I can pick off. What it does is this finds the tolerance like the angles between faces. And what it does over here is that it actually, okay, if I click something selected, it will deselect to find where to click. But you see over here, it's it's a lot of work, manual work, but it's doable. So without going now split this off, I would still be left with the inside faces. That would not be split off, I think. Maybe it would. Let's see. I think not. But let's see. Actually, it did, but it left some inside faces were left inside. So I would have to then work with inside faces. I would first have to get, what I would do is maybe like this. Instead of splitting them off, I would select this, get back my selection. Let's see. Um, okay, get back my selection. And instead of splitting them off and damaging the entire thing, I would go and just change color. So because we know already I have material selection, I can play with it. And now I would go over here, select this one, change color, and let's say like this. And then you get the point, I have to play around with it and make sure if I click a place where it's already selected, it will deselect. So I have to basically just find the right place where to click also. And I do this, and I will change color, give it a different material. Okay, so now I will just give this also material just to make a change from the inside. Um, and I'm actually not sure yet my next step what I will do. I'm thinking as I do it. So we'll figure out if that's needed, but we'll see later. Just to be safe, I'll do it like this. Okay. Now if I do this, all my visible faces, I would give it another color. And okay, by the way, they don't have to be just color, it could be any material change. So it could be like the opacity, it could be the material like shine, whatever, all of the settings. Okay, so now that I have these, I would select the material selection, and I would select this material, this material, and this material, and I would split this off. I would go to split, and I'm going to hide them, hide this object. So now I'm left with this, and I want to see if I can continue. I think this should be relatively easy now to select the different parts that I see over here. So now I'm going to go to select this one, and I'm going to go back to my polygon selection, and back to, I guess tolerance is saved, so I have my tolerance saved. I select this one, and if I remember which color this is, I don't, so I'm just going to have to Um, I'll give it now a different color because I didn't remember what I used. So I do like this, and now I'll deselect these faces, select this batch of faces, and give it another color. Let's say this one. Okay, and now I'm left with the last color. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to bring back everything, and I need to see which belongs to what actually. So this is actually a little bit harder than I think. I have to remember this brown one belongs to this one. So I'm going to select, um, I guess I will have to split because otherwise I cannot see what's happening. So I'll have to select this one, go to material selection, select this one, and I will have to split it off at the end. Split it off, and then I go hide. Now I'm going to select this one and go to material selection, select this, and split this off. Okay, and now I'm going to select again what I split off, these two, and I go merge. Control M, so merge. And if I move this out of the way, let's see if I get something, if I matched it properly. I think I did. Actually, no, I did the wrong, the wrong part. Okay. So it's just my, I guess my visualization memory here to visualize which one I have to do. But you get the point what I need to do. So this is basically aligned, I guess, with the Um, this was, actually, I have to look into it would be easier. So before splitting anything, I can just um, do like this and look into it with this one. Okay, so this one, I can't see colors here. I think I may have a solution. So it's just matching this. You get the point. I have to match it and merge it, but and merge it. But I have an idea how I can actually potentially make it work. So let's see. If I select this one and I go now and I the polygon selection and I select just some normal polygon selection. Let's say a little bit here, 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 and I'm going to flip their normals. Flip normals, and now I go to see backface coloring. Okay, so now if I do this, I can see what's going on. So I see the match of the blue is with the brown. So now, actually, I wouldn't have to split that. So if I do this approach, I can just, I'm sorry, I should have taught this before. Could have saved you time in the video. But yeah, sometimes you can see the thought process belongs to mistakes also. So we'll learn that as well as a part of it. I'm going to undo everything. And I don't know if I guess used up my undo, so this didn't work. So I can just merge them together all. So I can just merge again. So I have everything together now. Okay, the same as it was before. And I'm going to select some faces here. So what I'm going to do here is I want to be able to make it transparent, just a few faces transparent. The way I do this is I flip normals. And if I flip normals and I have turned on no backface cooling, okay, so backface cooling is turned on, this will show me the way the computer sees it. And if it's flipped, it sees it inside out, flipped over. So this makes me to be able to look into it. So now if I go back to material selection, I know I have to select the this one is a match to this one. Um, but I didn't color yet these separately. I should have had colored this. So we'll have to do this first. The polygon selection, the deep selection, take this one, color them separately. Okay, I have to color only one separately, and not this color I already used. I have to use a color I didn't use with others. Okay, now deep selection will divide them. Um, or maybe not. Let's see, I'll select this color just to be safe. Give this also another color. And okay. Okay. So now, if I'm going back to material selection, I select this one plus this one. And I know now this is a match, this plus this. And I give it just one color so I can select the material. I don't want to split them off because I've hidden some faces and things like that. I'm not sure if the face is selected. I'm just gonna have to give them a color that I know they should be one color. So this is one color. Then I'll go and I select this one with um, with this one, and I give them another color. Okay, and now I'm going to select the remaining, which I guess is this one and this one, and let's give them another color. Okay, and now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click without selecting anything, just to even turn off the selection mode. Without selecting anything, I'm going to click flip normals. This will fix all flip normals. So now we have three objects. Now what I'm going to do is go to material selection again, select this one, click split. Okay, now select um, this one and click split. And now here you go. We have everything split off. The same thing, I guess. It didn't, because it didn't touch anything. This one, it didn't change the image. I'm just going to move it out of the way to make it change the image. So you can see the image was updated, but this is one complete whole. And now if I take the other one, let's just move it out of the way to show you. This was also fixed. Now we have everything back intact. So I did it a little bit extra, the video a little bit longer. I did it while thinking, figuring out. But as you can see, between all of these advanced selection modes, there is a way. Unfortunately, it's a long way. But yeah, that's what it is. As a maybe I'll show a small tip here, small thing, just to show some update. Interesting. SelfCAD actually has updated the Boolean operations. It used to be if you merge things and then you do Boolean, it would never be fixable. So I want to show you something. So if I'm going to go in and let's see, put this in the center, um, move this, I guess, just this one. Let's move it. Oops. Okay, whatever. It's stick like this also. If I would merge these two, obviously I showed you before, they will be intersecting. Um, so I want to show you now what we do now. So if I go this and I merge them, normally if you would do next Boolean operation, you would want to take this and intersect with this. These intersections between the original two would stay problematic because the Boolean would never recheck the old intersections. So, but look at now what's going to happen now. I take this one, I take this one, and I go to Boolean, and let's say I'm going to remove this one. As you can see, it fixed these as well. These get intersected. So I can even trick the system and kind of move it from afar. So I'll take this one. This is the merged object. So I'll take this one and I'm going to move it out of the way. I was going to move it like here. So you can see over here that I have these two are intersecting and this is separate. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say for the Boolean, remove this loner here, this one, mesh 7, and look what happened. This one got completed, got fixed, because the Boolean now checks this. It's not 100%, it's not like magic fix. It's probably not going to work in all cases. I'm surely not. But basic use cases like this already fixes, which is a very nice improvement. Okay, I hope you like this video. Please let me know in the comments. And if you have any other questions, I'll be glad to answer. Just let me know. Thank you. Bye.